Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Heart of Ardana. This is our Dragonbane campaign. We've been running the last couple weeks. This is episode 3. So we are going to keep the characters on the march to a place called Vingmar Stair, where they are looking for a mythical tome known as the Heart of Ardana. If this is your first time here, welcome. We're glad you've joined us. Please be sure to give this video a like and subscribe so that you can continue to see all the great and fun games we've been running. I'm going to go ahead and have my players introduce themselves and tell us who they're playing. So let's start first with Vala.
Hi, I'm Vala. I play Alice Wrexham, our fighter wolfkin.
Okay. And Plague.
I am Plaguewind. I am playing Mog, the ill-tempered bard.
And Abel.
Hi, I'm Abel. I'm playing Finch, our hunter halfling.
And to give us a recap of what we did in our last episode, Finch gave the recap in for episode 1. So now for the recap for episode 2, we're going to hear it from Mog's point of view.
Yeah, this is going in the Chronicles of Mog. We after stabbing some little shifty guy in the junk, we at the hotel we set off. Trip. Like every other trip, we just tromp through. I make some quacks. But then, what we find? A little halfling crying for help up in a tree. He's got a wolf. Everyone swore that there was just the one wolf. But no, I tell you, I wrote it down so it's true. There was a pack of them wolves around. And they be hunting us. I tell you. So we rescued the halfling. Didn't give us anything. I didn't say anything, but damn, nothing. Then we tried to go to sleep. But you know what? Them pack of wolves are still out there. And you think Mog was going to sleep with that? But this is not going in the book, this part. I passed out. I was tired. Then we woke up. Well, there was a wolf standing right over me. And I'm trying to remember the confusion. Someone ran off, went to attack. I shook my head and said, blah, 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 blah. Probably some quacks. And then we finally caught up to him, fought off the wolves, told you, the rest of the pack. But here's the kicker. Got back to our campsite. Nothing there. The rest of the pack got to our damn campsite. And that's where part 2, the Chronicles of Mog ends.
Thank you. That was awesome. Bravo. Yeah, they got back to their camp. All their hard-fought pork or leftover boar, I guess it's pork now, was gone. So kind of everything they had kind of fought to find and keep was gone and outsmarted by some very clever wolves. So that brings us really to the next morning. We're really on day 4, and the party is now heading off the road. They're going to be heading into the forest. They're going to need to travel really for 3 more days through the forest to get to Vingmar Stair. This day, the weather's a little colder. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit, and there's light snow coming down. We will need, however, since you are kind of off the road, now we will need your Pathfinder to make a roll to help find their way through the terrain and also help them find food, water. So I believe we had nominated Finch as as the Pathfinder.
Yes, because Finch got a fancy spyglass.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So with the spyglass, you get to roll your bushcraft at a boon, which means basically roll it twice, take the better roll. So so go ahead and make the first roll of Z game.
For
Z night,
sure.
rather.
Also, with my companion, it says I can have him scout ahead for us, so he can assist. But yes, okay, let's find bushcraft. Beautiful. Okay. Thank goodness for that boon. Desperately needed it. I got a 16 and then a 7.
Perfect. Okay. The way is not too bad. I mean, the woods aren't too thick here yet. Most of the leaves have kind of fallen, so you're able to kind of see through very easily. And you guys make it to a clearing that you're able to make camp and rest for the night. You do have your rations still, but you can hunt. There's no stream nearby, so really it's going to be just hunting or foraging for berries and things. But since it's close to winter, there are not going to be too many berries, so pretty much it's looking for game. So who wants to hunt?
So the fish rations and the fresh rations, that's all gone though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you were kind of relying on the boar. So
I worked so hard.
I mean, I could try hunting. I
Okay.
don't have a good skill in it, but I could try.
that's fine. You're just going to roll whatever against your hunting and fishing.
Oh, so close. I got an 8 out of 5.
Mog will
so
try
close.
Mog will try the berry picking again.
Okay.
Oh no, definitely failed.
Okay. It's down to Finch.
Okay. I guess I can. I mean, because we lost the boar, but Finch does have the best luck with this. So I rolled a 5.
Okay. So you are going to find where is that stupid table? It was sorry. Go ahead and roll me a d6, please.
Yes, sir. 1.
Okay. You spot a deer. Doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. How do you want to try to take it down?
Definitely with a bow and arrow. Deer are very sensitive jumping creatures.
Right. I would think you'd go charging after it with an axe, but you know, everybody's different. So
That would have been adorable.
okay. Roll your bow.
Absolutely. Got a 9.
Okay. Looks like you hit it, and your damage, please.
Yes.
Looks like a D8. It looks like.
Longbow is
Oh
D12.
no, sorry. Sorry, D12. Sorry.
No worries. I wanted to make sure I was right.
Yeah. No, I read it wrong.
No worries. 7.
Okay. Yeah, you hit it kind of right in the neck, and it kind of starts staggering around, and is trying to keep its footing.
Okay. Well, if it's still up, I'd like to try again.
Okay, go ahead.
6.
Okay. Yep. Got it.
Okay. And 6.
Okay. Yeah, it goes down in a solid thump.
Excellent. So
Staggering around. That's exactly what I intended. So
that's delightful.
okay.
Okay, well, I should know this, being that I should know this because I'm from Minnesota, but I don't exactly. Comparatively, since struggled so hard getting that boar back, how hard is it going to be to get this deer back?
We're gonna say you're able to probably drag it back.
You
Fair-
like tie it to your companion or something.
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah.
gonna say. Is it's not too difficult. You learned a lot from pulling the boar. So so it takes you a little bit, but you eventually kind of bring back to the camp, dragging this doe.
We live and learn. It's beautiful.
So, and I believe it was, I think it's hunting and fishing again for how many meals or whatever meals, rations or whatever you get from it. I think. Let me see. That's where I'm looking for that stupid table that's under the hunting. It tells you like based on the animal, like. Oh, come on, not combat. This is where one of those screens really comes in handy because it has all of that stuff right there. Oh, let's see, I think it's under adventures here. Okay, sorry. Rations are 2d8, so just roll 2d8.
Didn't pull out my d8s. Oh no! Oh no, it's a tragedy. Okay, here we go. We got 7 total.
Okay, all right. So the party is happy. They have got some food. The night is going to pass uneventfully. We don't need to for tonight. Need to do the watch and all that. You guys are good.
Oh, thank goodness.
Anything you want to do though before we begin the next day?
No.
Okay, just making sure. So okay, so we are gonna move on, and I had something. Oh, there it is. Never mind. There we go. Okay, I have something I need for later. So. Moving on to day 5, we are going to the path, really your forward path, as it were, continues. Now it's starting to go uphill, so the terrain is getting much rougher. You're starting to come across some spots where you're going to have to climb up some rocks. So need another bushcraft roll, please.
Got you. With a boon again, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, not a problem. 2, so close.
Okay. So you got a 2?
Yes, sir.
Oh, perfect. Okay. You guys probably do not need to hunt, but it's up to you.
How y'all feeling? We got 7 rations, and then whatever our dry rations were. You want to keep pushing on?
I think we're good for today on ration wise.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to say you each use one of the deer rations, so then you're down to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. The night will pass uneventfully. A little colder though. Anything you want to do before moving on to day 6?
No.
No, I do not believe so.
Okay.
Not unless Mog wants to tell us some heroic story.
I was thinking of it, but I don't have one on the top of my head.
That's fine. I kind of picture him being a as you're walking, kind of telling stories. Maybe I've got him wrong.
Yeah, I was thinking like when we said we were going uphill, he would have started saying like something like slightly comedy, slightly dirty, just to like. Well, it's going uphill, trying to keep the spirits up. Like he doesn't want to be walking uphill either. But
when I was a kid, everywhere we had to go was uphill. It was harder than the kids have it today. So yeah.
When that sun goes down, you kids be home.
Exactly.
Gotta go. The street lights are on.
All right. Well, then we are going to move on to day 6. The terrain continues uphill. It is now very steep, rocky terrain. There are some spots that you have needed to find spots that maybe you can like tie a rope and climb up to get to kind of the next level. It's been a grueling day. You will need the bushcraft roll again. I'm gonna say it was so tough today that thank God you've got that spyglass. Because, it would probably be at a bane your bushcraft. So.
Understood. So just a flat roll, no boon, because it's so difficult.
Yeah.
Understood. Yeah. Okay, not a problem. 2. So we're doing good. I am so glad that I can be useful in this first part, you guys, because I'm useless in combat. I'm happy to help us through this.
I'm not much better in combat.
and the wolf to be named later is scrambling up these places with you. You probably had to put the rope down to pull them up though. They were probably like, I'm not going up there. All right. The last night before the next day, you're going to get to Vingmar's Stair. So this last night, we are going to do the watch through the night. You're up on a plateau, kind of looking down into the valley, but knowing that you've got really almost a full day's march ahead of you towards the base of the mountains that form the Misty Vale. So you've found a spot that's really kind of open to the elements. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of cover here. So who would like to take the first watch?
Sure.
Okay. And I believe we were doing that with awareness. I'm trying to remember. Let me go back and look at my notes here. We
Sounds
were
familiar.
doing that with... I believe we were doing it with awareness. So if you want to make an awareness roll.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, all right. Go ahead and mark your sheet. That is something that later on you're going to be able to re-roll, or be able to roll to see if you improve that stat. Awesome. While kind of quiet and windy up here, nothing really seems to happen, but the fact that you really kind of open to the elements kind of adds a bit of mystery to it. So, who's next?
I'll have Mog do the last shift.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take second.
Okay. Go ahead and give us an awareness roll, please.
Ooh, good. 5.
Okay. All right. Similar to Alice, you feel like you're being watched, even though it doesn't seem like there's anybody around. But okay. And Mog.
Yeah, I failed the roll.
Okay. Mog.
Not a demon, but not good.
No. You're wondering if that pack of wolves might still somehow be around. So,
yep.
This story, this maleficent, just like pack of wolves that just keeps following us in his story.
He was very quiet about that during the day, but he's still looking out for those wolves.
You are sure they're out there somewhere. And you didn't get a whole lot of sleep, so you're a little grouchy when you're on your watch, and you're almost kind of looking over at Wolf to be named later, kind of like, I wonder if he's just a scout.
He's letting them know.
One of them.
But you do manage to make it through the day, or through the rest of the night peacefully. The next day, you guys are continuing to kind of march uphill a little bit until you reach a spot at the base of the mountain. What you see is it looks like it's a square structure with marble railings around three sides of it. They're very worn by the weather, but for the most part have kind of held together over the centuries. As you approach it, what you were told is that Vingmar's Stair was a winding staircase that was leading down into the earth. This was built by the knights, the Order of St. Elisidor, to have their headquarters, kind of the repository of their knowledge for their order. When you look down, and unfortunately I don't have a really good map, I have kind of a really shitty thing I put together, but what I want to do is at least share it with you to kind of give you a visual of kind of what you see. And let me share that. And that would be here. Okay. Like I said, really shitty, but this would be kind of the outside of the stair. What you see is when you look down, you can walk down to one segment of the stairs, and then the stairs are broken, and there's nothing here, so there's a gap. You would have to scale or jump down to this section, then to this section, to this section. Because between here looks like an endless gap that falls into hell. I need to look to see what the distance between them was. I think it was about 20 feet. So, like I said, you'd have to jump, or you can use, you do have rope that you could scale down. To scale down is going to be athletics. Let me see. Sorry, I had written this down. No, acrobatics. I'm sorry. It is going to be an acrobatics roll. So you can either you can use acrobatics to tie a rope here and try to scale down to here. You can also jump if you want to, but that is going to be at a bane, jumping down.
I think Mog walks up to the edge and is like, thought this is supposed to be some grand staircase or something. The hell is this?
Yeah, it's definitely seen better days, but think of what a good story it'll make. Yeah?
You see Mog look back over her shoulder expecting a wolf. The story,
ropes.
Yes, pits and stories. This could be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, Finch
Rope
is
might be the easiest.
Yeah, absolutely. Big rope fan, and Finch is way more confident in his acrobatics ability to get the rope from here to there than just scaling it.
Okay.
Okay, I know this is more for combat, but I want to activate my musician ability.
Okay.
To give a boon to everyone.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, because I know it's till the end of my next turn. That's why it's a combat thing.
Yeah.
Do I have to activate it for each stair?
No, I'm gonna say it's gonna be an effect for all of them.
Okay, so 3 willpower points, and you see Mog pulls out this little curved horn, and he starts playing it. And surprisingly, with his gruffness and everything, this is a very tranquil almost like a melodic tune that just comes out of this horn. It's his beak.
Sounds like Eye of the Tiger, right? So.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
On the staircase here, since it's a spiral staircase going down and it's stone, I assume. Do we hear it like hauntingly echo downward? Since it's a horn, I mean.
Yeah. And there is kind of a railing or a banister that you could tie a rope to. Now you don't know how strong you could test the banister, or you could have somebody hold the rope. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do this several times, so I mean, does anyone feel confident in their scaling ability to be the last person at all? Or are we just...
Well, I don't think that you two would be able to hold the rope while I go down.
Yeah.
Nope.
God,
So
the only reason I did the boon was I don't have a chance in hell. Now I might have one.
Okay. No worries. Maybe I'm thinking about this too hard because I'm thinking logistically, like, okay, if we tie the rope, then how do we get the rope for the other... I really might be thinking too hard.
Oh, that's true. How long a rope do we have?
I don't know. My thing just says rope hemp. It didn't give me a length.
Yeah. I'm going to say you probably got about 40 feet of rope. So, and really the spots are about 20 feet apart, so... should be able to scale down and touch bottom. But you're only looking down from number 1 to number 2. You don't see any distance between 3 and 4. So but right now between 1 and 2, yeah, it's about 20 feet. So
yeah. So we got to do this like 3 times, and I have but one more rope, y'all.
y'all.
So, yeah, y'all. So it's acrobatics with the rope. What was the other skill if we didn't do the rope?
I would say probably just a straight up dex, jumping, or excuse me, agility. Just jumping. Yeah, basically they're running.
I've got a higher agility than acrobatics, so if I'm gonna have to be the last one, I'm probably gonna have to try to jump it.
It's gonna be a rough landing. So
I know.
Yeah.
Wolfkin are kind of big. It might not be so bad.
I have a pretty high agility as well, so if you want, we can take turns being the last out.
Well, let's plan that once we get to
the second
landing. Yeah.
Thinking ahead, sorry. I'm much smarter than Finch. Yes. He's probably just like, oh yeah, here, let me just... Here we go.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just hold the rope while they climb down. I'll probably have to tie the rope around the companion.
Okay.
As long as everyone's cool with that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see that first roll.
Boy howdy. 7.
You got the boon.
You got a boon.
Oh, with the...
remember.
Yes, forgot. Okay, well, that's worse. So, thank you.
Okay. All right, so your acrobatics
is 12.
It's 12. Okay, and you got a 7. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you managed to lower yourself down and then kind of land kind of around here on the edge of it, and then can kind of move out of the way.
Yeah, I'll try to clear the area for the next person.
Okay. There's a lot of rubble and rocks and stuff like that. So
for sure.
But it feels pretty firm, pretty solid. Mm-hmm. So okay. Good job. Who's next?
Okay.
Well, the first roll I did was a 16, so luckily the next one was a 2. So
much better.
All right. Flying duck. So, all right. And you managed to land safely. Okay. So Alice.
All right. Well, gonna chuck the rope down to them so they've got it.
Okay.
I'm assuming I don't need to roll anything for that.
Yep, that's fine. They got it.
All right, and so I'm going to attempt to jump.
Okay.
Oh, thank God for boons. I rolled a 10
Okay.
for my better one, and I've got a 10.
Good. You land roughly. You kind of hit this like around here, but you didn't hurt anything. So you successfully landed here. Okay.
Yay!
Looking downwards this way. This one is probably about 25 feet. But the edge has a crack along it, or kind of right along here. So when you guys land, you're going to have to really make a good landing, or try to get a little bit further. So, but, who's first?
I mean, I'll go first again. If you want. Are you still just holding the rope, Alice?
Yep. Yep.
Not a problem. Okay. Oh, great. I got a 3 and a 6. I should be golden.
You are good. You managed to get just beyond the crack. And then when you land, you kind of...
Okay.
But nothing shatters.
Okay. Can I call like a little warning up to them? Like, it's a little rough down here. It's not as steady, so just be careful.
Okay.
I think Mog is actually going to try and jump, because his agility, I just looked, is like, I have a twice better chance than acrobatics, so...
Okay.
I think, while also saying no warning, Mog looks at the rope and is like, looks at his belly like... So, he takes off his nautical hat, holds it to his chest, takes a couple steps back, then runs and jumps.
All right.
And, just for a comedic effect, is you see like one wing just start to flip a little bit. All right, let's go.
And she just sees this dot coming at him, like, ah!
All right, the boon saved it. I got a 7.
You hit the edge, and there's a cloud of dust kind of comes up, and it kind of cracks a little bit, but you manage to like hit and then kind of fall forward.
Oh. Stands very still once he hears the cracks. This might not be good.
Yeah, it doesn't look great, right? It's okay, we got this.
Actually, Mog looks up and like, we have to get out of here too at some point. Did you look it up?
And literally, it's like a light bulb. Finch it never even occurred to him that we'd have to call him back up. And he's like, oh no.
All right.
Oh
Guess
boy.
it's me again. Same sort of deal. Gonna throw that rope down to them.
Yep, they
Wish
get
me
it.
luck, guys.
Mog does a thumbs up.
Good luck.
A 4 and a 6. I'm good.
Nice. You clear the broken section, longer legs and all that. But then even as this kind of like cracks a little bit further, just the impact of landing just cracks a little further. Okay. Good job, guys. Getting to the edge here, you see this one is a little bit closer. It's maybe only 10 feet down, so it's closer.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Whew. Well, it looks like we got past the tough part. That's good. So I can give the rope back to Alice and One more time.
Hopefully, one more time.
I hope. Right? Just one more time. It's fine.
It's okay.
Got a 6 and a 5, so I'm
Okay. You get out here, kind of land with a light thud, but nothing seems to crack or seems pretty solid.
This one seems pretty good.
Oh boy.
Says the lightest person on the team.
Yeah. I'm glad you pointed that out because I was going to.
Very gullible. Seems good to me, guys. Come on down.
Oh, okay. Interesting. My first roll was an 8, which
Okay.
succeeds. The second roll is a 19.
All
But
right.
still, the 8 works.
You land about the same place as Finch. So. Okay.
All right. Let's try this again. I've also thrown the rope, blah, blah, blah,
Okay.
blah. I got a 15 and then a 1.
Oh,
Hey.
all right. Record that one. Awesome. All right.
You're
Yeah.
gonna get all sorts of rolls.
Yay.
You get almost towards like the middle. You like practically jump over them and land here. Okay. Good job. The this section of the stairs kind of leads down to what seems to be the bottom of this chamber. It is, by the time you get down there, the only light is kind of what's filtering down from up above. The broken sets of stairs are kind of obscuring some of the light. So when you get down to the bottom, it's nearly dark.
Oof.
Moggle.
If this was D&D, I was gonna say I've got dark vision,
Right.
Oh, you don't.
but it's not.
Nope.
Moggle light a torch.
Okay. All right. Lighting a torch, you see that there is a hallway to your left. It is. It looks like the walls of this staircase were all inlaid with stone. This hallway has kind of an ornate kind of arch over it, and there is a symbol above the doorway. That if you'd like to roll,
Yeah.
that would be
Myths and legends?
myths and legends. Yeah.
Ooh, just succeeded. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like no way in hell he knows what that is. I got an 11. I'm supposed to get under a 4. He's like, oh yeah, that thing. Yep.
Okay.
Alice also did not succeed.
Mog recognizes it as a symbol from some of the religious orders of the land. This kind of symbol is welcoming pilgrims, travelers to this location.
All right. So Mog kind of raises the torch, sees the symbol, and goes, "Huh? Not exactly what I was expecting. It's actually not a warning that it will skewer us all if we enter, but it says, well, it doesn't really say this. It's more of a pilgrims from all around, welcome, enter."
See, this is going so well.
All right. Okay. So you're able to see through the doorway that it looks like it's leading into a larger chamber.
Well, it said welcome, so
Now, as we get in this chamber, there's any light coming from above is cut off at this point, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
we smoggle in. He'll hold the torch, not over his head, but like up high in front of him.
Okay. Who goes in first? Mog, since he has the torch.
Since I have the light.
Okay, that's what I figured, but I just always like to make sure I ask.
He's got the torch in one hand. He pulls out his knife in his other hand, just in
Okay.
case.
As you step in, you see in this room there are statues in each. It's a square-shaped room with another passageway that leads straight ahead. It's a square room. In each corner of the room stand statues of robed nobility. Their faces are kind of worn down with time. You don't quite recognize them. You would guess that perhaps they were different members of the knighthood from different time periods. In the middle of the room sits what looks like almost like an altar, like a ceremonial table. Otherwise, it's very dark in here.
Ooh.
Are there any type of markings on the altar, or is it just like a plain table?
You can take a look. Let's see, what would probably be best? Spot hidden, please.
All right, now we're going Call of Cthulhu.
Just don't read the Latin, okay? Just don't read it.
I rolled a 5 and my skill's a 5.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll take a look too. That is a big fat no for me.
Okay.
Yeah, Finch
Words,
isn't
words,
even
words,
interested.
words.
He's just like, good table, yeah.
Okay. It just seems to read something about blessed are those something, and it's kind of hard to read, like it's just been worn down by something. So blessed are something.
I'm gonna copy down what I can in the chronicles.
Okay.
Well, okay, we got a table and we got a bunch of creepy statues. Now what?
Oh wait, there is a passageway that goes on, isn't there?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
I just like looks around. It seems to be. According to what he sees, nothing here really.
Well,
Alice?
Alice not here.
Alice, you hear something from over towards the right. Only you do, though.
Mog,
Huh?
can you point the torch to the right?
Yeah. And I'll go turn. I guess maybe take like a step forward and put the torch out.
And I need a spot hidden from anybody who's looking that way.
Uh-oh. I rolled a demon.
Okay.
I got a 7,
Okay.
and my spot hidden's 10. So
Okay.
I see the
Okay.
pack of
Good.
wolves.
sorry, I was like, wait.
Yeah, I rolled a 15. No way.
Okay. Alice, you see from the amount of light there is, but with your vision's a little better. You think you see something move in there.
I'm gonna move a little closer. I don't want to get too close since I can't see in there. Actually, can I also light a torch, and would that give us more light?
You could, yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna do that.
Okay. When you do that, you reveal two figures who were on the other side of the altar.
Is it those wolves?
It is those wolves, and they kind of peer up. They're like, shit.
Mog's eyes get very wide when he sees wolves.
It is the two wolfkin from the
What's that?
from
The tavern.
from the
I mean, they made good time.
Yes, they did. The two wolfkin from the Proud Fowl. And you hear one of them, the female that you had met earlier. She goes, "I told you not to move." And the male goes,
"What are you doing here?"
"Probably the same as you are, looking for the Heart of Ardana."
"Why are you looking for it?"
And they both kind of just stand in place. They're like, "We could use the money."
Where's your buddies?
They're like, "It's just us."
No, the pack of wolves hunting us. Where are they?
What, do you think all wolves know each other?
That's
I don't know.
insensitive.
You know, I've already tried explaining this to them.
We don't know them.
Who are you going to sell this to if you need money?
Well, we're gonna sell it to that guy, Bode, back in Stonemore.
Oh, so you're our competition because you want to sell it because there's just 2 of you and there's 3 of us, and that's math. Oh, I get it now, guys. I get it.
One of them failed their sneaking roll, so that's why Alice heard a noise. So.
Mhm.
And the female, she kind of stands up, has her hands out. She says, "Hey, why don't we work together?" We
Really?
don't know what else is in here. You might need our help.
And you might need our help because we're amazing.
She shrugs. She goes, "My name is Zenzana, and this is Vaslov."
Finch is, of course, like, you two would know this by now. Any offer for assistance, he's just very gullibly like, "Okay, yeah, absolutely. Sure, that sounds great." So if anyone wants to stop him before he already eagerly agrees.
I can see it as Mog was about to say something, and that's when Finch goes, "Yeah, no, come on, yeah, help. We'll take the help." Mog just kind of goes like,
Alice just isn't sure.
Well, they stand there and basically wait for you guys to make a decision.
And Finch just stupidly, completely turns around, turns his back to the 2 randos, and looks at you guys like, "Yeah, this is going to work out great. Now there's 5 of us. That's even more. Come on, let's go."
You need to read more. You need to read more stories with adventures in it. And see how this turns out.
The Zenzana, she kind of stands up, and you can see she's now dressed in like robes, and she has a staff on her back. The other wolfkin, Vaslov, looks like he has some blades on his belt. He's dressed all in black. But they're both kind of like, we're okay if you're okay to go.
Well, Mog will not extend a hand, but he'll just send, I am Mog.
"Good to meet you, Mog," says Zenzana. The Vaslov, he doesn't say much. He's a little.
He's the one I yelled at.
Yeah. Yep. So.
And I'm Finch, and that's Alice, and that's Persimmon, the wolf.
Persimmon. Okay,
Persimmon.
I better write that down now.
I wrote it down as well.
Okay, good. Okay. So they're kind of just waiting. On kind of a after you kind of.
We're really gonna do
No. After you.
Okay. All right. And Vasilov just kind of shrugs. He's like, all right. And he kind of starts walking towards the passageway that leads to wherever is next. Anything else you want to? And he turns around. He's like, "Nah, I do my best work in the dark." Okay, so he's gonna kind of sniff ahead a little bit before he kind of steps through, and I'm gonna see he needs to make a spot hidden. So, okay, yeah, he kind of looks through. He's kind of tapping the doorway, and he's like, "All right, looks okay." Steps through. His companion Zenzana just kind of strolls through and leaves the three of you behind.
Do they as they go through? Do they keep walking?
They only go maybe like a couple feet in and then stop.
Oh, okay.
And do they have any source of light with them?
No, they seem to have been bravely just kind of strolling into the dark.
Well, if that's good enough for them, like, Finch is right on their tail. So, where are you from? Literally gonna try and make small talk.
Zenzana's like, I'm from the Misty Vale, kind of north of here.
Wow, that's fantastic. Where is that?
On the other side of these mountains.
Like, he'll just keep trying to chat Zenzana up about where she's from, what she's been doing, like their grand adventures and stuff like that while they're...
She seems rather friendly. She is a mage, and has unfortunately kind of fallen on hard times, and her companion and her have really been having to kind of scrape by doing small jobs and such a thing, and they're really kind of hoping that this might be similar to you guys, lead to bigger and better things.
Yeah, and he'll volunteer just all that information. Like, oh my god, us too! Oh my god, samesies!
Okay. Do you guys go into the next room?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have to kind of make sure Finch doesn't get hurt. So,
I think
but
Mog would
since Mog is smaller than Alice, I would suggest he goes first.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mog will get to the archway, just stops, looks, waves the torch in it. Okay, and then walks through.
Okay. Mog, give me a spot hidden roll, please.
Yes, I did. A 2.
A 2.
Woo!
Okay. The room looks to be maybe like at one time it might have been a chapel. There are kind of broken wooden benches in rows. There is a staircase at the back of the room that kind of leads upwards. The walls are covered in cobwebs. Very dusty, but it looks like at some point somebody might have come through and cleaned out this room. You don't know because the benches have been kind of shoved kind of out of the way.
Oh, okay. Do I see the symbol that I saw above the archway in the beginning? Is that anywhere in here?
No.
No, okay. Is there any type of... if it's obvious it's a chapel, is there any type of religious like iconography?
Give me a myths and legends roll.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 6.
Okay. You do see kind of as you came in, it looks like at the front of this room would have been kind of maybe where there was like an altar or something in there. And there are some symbols that you recognize probably would have been with the same religious order. They don't necessarily be like, this is our god, this is that god. It's more order, like symbols of the order, like of service and honor and bravery and that kind of thing.
Okay. So it's just a bunch of like pews that have been pushed forward and a stairway in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to start like not a thorough search, but just searching around like the pew areas. Is there anything?
What are you looking for? Specific? Are you looking for treasure? Are you looking
Treasures, doors, weapons.
Okay.
Just anything.
Give me a spot hidden roll, please.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Don't see anything. Anybody else?
I'll take a look.
Okay. Spot hidden, please.
No.
Nope. Okay.
Finch is fully engrossed on making his new friends and also, keeping an eye on them, keeping them busy, eh? You're welcome.
Okay.
No.
Did you try a spot hidden or?
No, not even gonna try because he's just focusing on them. He probably doesn't even notice that Mog's looking.
Okay. You guys get to about the center of the room, kind of looking through the pews, benches, not really finding anything of any value. And that's when something from above scuttles down the wall. It is a giant spider that was resting on the ceiling. Unfortunately, people did not get their spot hidden rolls, or you might have seen it. This thing just kind of scuttles down the wall and places itself between them and the staircase that leads up. Now, in game terms, this thing is a monster, which means the difference with this is it attacks multiple times in a turn, and it always hits. Now, its attacks can be dodged, but a dodge is your turn for combat. Mm-hmm. So there's no I dodge an attack, it's you just dodge. So we are in combat now. So do not have again, I don't have the cards to do the initiative. So I think what we'll do is we'll just roll a d20 for everybody. And that's how we're going to do the initiative. So
I rolled a 6.
6, okay. So that is 6. Okay. Anybody else?
13.
I got a 13. Okay. Okay.
I rolled a 20. We just hit combat, and now I'm rolling.
Oh boy. Okay. In this case, it's not. I'm not going to penalize it. So, okay. And then I have to roll for your friends. Okay, 13 for Zenzana. And 9 for Vaslav. Okay. And Spider got a 14. All right, so he is going to go last, but can go multiple times. So, okay. So it looks like the first up is Alice.
Well, I have a crossbow. Can I attempt to light an arrow on fire and shoot it at this giant spider? Okay.
Sure. I'm gonna say it's gonna take you a second to do it, but I'm not gonna penalize you on this one. So yeah, you can go ahead and try that.
Okay. I did not.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
Okay. Okay. All right. Then
Sorry, guys, I attempted.
Yep. And technically, Finch should have gone first. So I'm gonna say Finch next. Sorry about that.
No, not. I shall never forgive you. No, it's totally fine. Totally fine. I was looking something up anyway. So just as a heads up, not going to do it this turn, but for 3 willpower points, I can have my companion attack, and I was looking up wolf junk.
Okay.
So, trying to make your job a little easier. Okay, so you tried to light the sucker on fire. It's landing between us and the staircase, and we can see it clearly with the 2 torches we have lit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fabulous. Well, in that case, I'm not going to try and get up close to this thing. I'm going to try and hit it with the longbow again.
Okay.
And nope. Oh boy, 19. Nope.
Okay. Okay. The spider can move twice in combat, so I'm going to take one of his attacks now. And wrong dice. That would be okay. He lunges out at Alice, and we're using tearing attack. The famished spider lunges at the character, frantically attacking with its multitude of hairy, barbed legs.
Ooh.
You are going to suffer D8 piercing damage. So let me roll that. And then, do you have any armor?
Leather.
Okay, what is that, 1?
I think so.
Okay, and you're going to take 7 damage. Okay, so you took 7. Okay. Zenzana is going to try to... She doesn't really have a spell ready, so she's actually going to try to just hit this thing as it lashed out, and she whiffs. Okay. Mog.
All right. I want to use my musician ability again, but this time a bane.
Okay.
I don't know how that works. If it always hits, I don't know how that works, but
I think it does. I think it's successful, and you're kind of declaring that you give the enemies a bane. So yeah, so now it's going to have a bane on its attacks.
okay. So Mog with the torch lit, he might take a step back. He pulls at that horn again, but this time instead of like that nice like tranquil sound, it's like a like almost like an ear screeching blast.
Okay.
So it's 100 with the horn. It's 100-meter range. So
it kind of hisses. It kind of goes. So Vaslav is going to try to run in and slash at it with his daggers. Ooh, and he does. All right. I got a 2, and his damage is D8. Okay. Okay, he did. He slashed it good. All right, so he slashed at one of its legs, and it screeches as he slashed at its leg. Unfortunately, he's close enough that Spider's taken its second turn, and does what? Mesmerizing eyes. The monstrous arachnid stares at the character with a terrifying magnitude of eyes. All victims within 10 meters must make a will roll to save fear. You guys are all within 10 meters, so you're going to have to make a willpower roll to see if you resist being fear.
Does the bane do anything?
No. Well, the problem is they always hit, and And this isn't one where it's like really rolling to attack. If it was rolling to like do damage or something, I would put the Bane in. But this is well, let's see. It is doing. Let me think about it. Yeah, no, this is just this one. I'm going to say the Bane doesn't come into play. So everybody make a willpower roll, please.
Oh wow, I'm on the number.
I rolled a 20.
Ooh. Okay.
Ouch, the devil. I got a 10. My willpower is 11.
Okay.
Rolled a 12. My willpower's 12.
Okay. Anybody who failed, you want to turn tail and run from here.
Oh no, Alice, come back.
So really, your next turn is running. Is basically running the opposite direction.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's see. So really, yes. So the next turn, Finch, did you succeed on your
Yes.
willpower? Okay. All right. So yeah, you see Alice take off, start running, but you're up next.
Watches her go running. No, come back! While he's knocking another arrow.
Okay.
He's gonna take another arrow at this spoder.
Okay.
I swear this dice knows. 17 is not going to do it.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So that was Finch. Spider's gonna go. Okay. So 6, 2. It is gonna do a tearing attack at Zenzana. So let's see, how much damage does it do? 3 or a 6. So it only did 3 to Zenzana. So yeah, monsters suck because they always hit. So okay, so that was his first attack. Zanzana, she's gonna just kind of reflexively swing that staff. Misses. Okay, Mog.
To attack this thing, I'd have to run up next to it. I am tempted to spend more willpower and keep the musician going, except this time switch it to a boon for the allies.
That works.
Give us a chance to...
Yeah.
Maybe
willpower is no good if you're dead. So.
Yeah. Maybe it'll stop the fear, too. I don't know.
We'll see. Okay, so you're going to do that to give everybody a boon then?
Screeching tune comes out as he sees Alice like run out past him. That's when, like, as he turns and he swings back, he starts switching the tune to that like nice tranquil melody.
went from the angry power chords to some spa music, right?
Yep.
Right. Let's see. So that is next going to be Vaslov. Okay, because Alice's turn is fleeing. So and he misses. Okay. So Spider again. All right. 6. Oh shit! It does that mesmerizing eyes again. Okay. All right. Alice is too freaked out and got a 20 anyway, so I'm not. You're not gonna. Another willpower roll is gonna be. I will say everybody's willpower roll now. Make it at a boon.
Okay.
Oh. A 1.
Awesome.
Hey,
Nice.
All right.
thank you for the boon. You saved my ass. I got 4. I got a 20 and a 4. So
Yeah, my first one was an 18. I was like, oh crap.
I don't think there's a way to record something for willpower, but I'm going to say that your song is really empowering the group. I know that doesn't mean much, but all right. So I believe that's everyone, and the
Means a lot to
spider.
Mog.
And the spider.
he is the hero of this journey.
I think Spider went twice already, so
Yeah.
we're gonna go back to so essentially round 3. Finch.
Oh, good. Okay. I would like to, just keep trying to not fail at the longbow, and also on this turn says, I can use my companion to attack for 3 willpower points, and it is a free action for me.
Okay.
Okay, so we will try both of those things and see if we get any better results, y'all.
Okay.
Got the boon.
Yes. Oh. Thank goodness. 3. So finally.
Okay. Roll your damage then.
Fantastic. Finally get a piece of this thing. Okay, 11. That's not
11.
bad.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. You hit it like right between the eyes. Well,
Which ones?
Exactly. so just kind of it kind of it really screeches loudly, but you definitely heard it badly. Okay, so
how would you like me to deal with persimmon?
There's actually technically stats for
for
animals.
common animals I found it
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
Okay, so he has a bite attack.
Yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
roll his bite attack.
Okay. Skill level is 14. I rolled a 9.
Okay. So roll his damage, I think is 2d6.
Correct.
Okay.
6. And I got max damage, y'all. Hey, rolling high isn't always terrible. So 12.
So 12, damn, okay. Yeah, he kind of tears into one of its legs and it's like, ah! All right. Spider, though, is a little pissed. So let's see. But nice. That's why I wanted to make sure if you wanted to get a pet or not, because I was like, they might need it.
Yes. I'm so glad that you reminded me of that. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Damn that. And what it is its attacks are I'm rolling a d6. So and it got the mesmerizing eyes again. So everybody can make a willpower at Boone.
Am I still trying to run away?
No, you've gotten to the
Okay.
other room, so you've stopped. So
Am I within 10 feet of it then?
you are not. So
Oh.
that was the only good advantage to running away. So
Thank
Okay.
you so much for that, Boone.
okay,
Got a 6.
okay. How'd
11.
Mog do?
Yeah.
11?
11. Just made it.
Okay, good. Okay. So that would be believe Zanzana is actually gonna she's almost too close. She would try a spell, but she's almost a little too close. So she's gonna actually try to run away from this thing to get to distance. Unfortunately, that kind of opens her up to an opportunity attack, or whatever you want to call it. Attack of opportunity. So Spider is going to jump at her, and that is ramming attack with a great leap.
Ooh.
Spider launches its massive body at the character. The attack inflicts 2d6 bludgeoning damage. All right. Ugh. 7. Okay, so it's moved off the stairs now, and that basically like knocked Zanzana kind of sprawling. She is in bad shape. So, Let's see. So then that is Mog.
All right. Use the last of my willpower or attack. All right. I think after seeing maybe a thing jump and then splay out the wizard, probably it's back is facing me. Probably.
Yeah.
I kind of want to have Mog go up and just stab it in the butt. Or try
Alrighty.
to.
All right. Go ahead and roll. And you remember you got it. You got advantage. Or, I keep want to say advantage, but you know what I mean. So.
All right. 4 and a 9, which that's both succeed. Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Roll that
What's
damage.
my damage on the knife?
I think it is.
Where is my knife?
D8.
D8.
Yep.
6.
Okay. It screeches as you slash into it. You guys are definitely doing some damage to it. So it is
Good, because it's doing some damage to us.
yes.
Oof.
And it's funny as it keeps doing the terror thing. It's actually got much worse stuff than that.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling lucky because running is not as bad as falling down dead.
Okay, let's just see something here. Okay, it after it took that slash to the back, it actually kind of starts creeping backwards, and it's kind of limping a little bit because it's creeping back to the stairway.
So since it's creeping back, does Mog get a shot for opportunity, or is that just?
Well, he's already acted though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's the problem is he's already acted. So, but good question. Let's see. That would be Vasilov. So he is going to try to leap forward now and slash at this fucker again. So
Get him.
and oh, he got a 2. All right.
Hey.
So that's D8. And he rips into its face with his dagger, and it's now this spew of blood. Is Alice.
I have to heal.
Okay.
'Cause-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that's fine. You can basically just stay away
Yeah.
for your turn. Yeah.
Would I have a clear shot with the crossbow?
Yeah. There is a healing roll you can make, but I think you have like a 5 or something, and I don't think you have.
My healing is 10.
Is 10. So you could attempt to heal, or you could just take a shot and see if maybe you can finish this thing off.
I'll attempt the shot.
Okay.
Okay, so we're looking for 10 or less. That was an 18. That was not.
Okay. Now there is in this game you can re-roll, but if you fail, then you gain a condition, which puts you in like a bane rather. So I probably would not advise it now.
No.
So I would say, okay, you shot and you missed.
Yeah.
So okay. So I think that's everybody for this turn. The spider's last turn it's looking like it's trying to get away from you now. It's kind of creeping back towards the wall. So then Finch, you would be up next.
I hesitate. I'm like, I mean, it's clearly fleeing, guys. But it did mess my new friend up pretty bad and my old friend up pretty bad. So you know what? And it's a monster. It's not sentient. So let's pluck away at it with this longbow again.
Okay.
6. Beautiful.
Okay. roll that damage.
Roll that beautiful boom footage.
Yep.
I was just thinking that.
I was
Thank
just thinking
you.
it too.
I was thinking it the whole time. I'm so glad.
People of a certain age.
It's just lodged in my brain. That's an 8.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Hey, excellent. Well, it's trying to scuttle away, right?
Yeah.
Its back is to us and whatnot. Oh, he's just a little guy, so he'll probably run up a few feet and just pull back, let fly, and probably gets it in the underside while it's trying to scuttle away.
Okay.
And, I mean, it's already pretty messed up.
Yeah.
It just does the dead spider thing where it's just like, "Nyeh."
It twitches and the legs are twitching and it's really disturbing. But yeah, and then it finally just twitches with a final gasp and goes still. So yeah, you guys have killed a monster. Congratulations.
Our first monster, y'all.
Mog walks up and kind of does like the Captain Morgan stance on top of the spider.
It twitches a little bit. All right. So you don't necessarily get any like super experience for killing monsters, but I'm gonna look to see what I can do to try to reward you guys, because this is kind of your first monster you've taken down. So, all right. So Zinzana is really hurt, and she was the one who had any kind of healing. Now I don't think you guys had any bandages or anything with you, did you?
Nope.
I don't believe so. Okay. What you can do is you can take a rest. Let me see. So you take a round rest, stretch. I think stretch rest is the longest one, where you can attempt to heal back some lost HP, and what you can. But let me look it up before I. Stretch rest, page 52. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, luckily you didn't take any poison from it. It could have poisoned you guys. A short rest that only lasts for one stretch of time. During a stretch rest, you heal D6 HP or 2d6 HP if someone else is tending to you and succeeds with a health roll. So Zinzana is going to try to heal herself. So she is in very bad shape. So let's see. She's going to get 3 back. Okay. But she's still very injured.
Oh. How you doing there, Alice? You were also injured, yeah?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I rolled a 4, so I can get 4 back, right?
Yep, you can get 4 back, yep. Okay. Anybody else? I don't know if anybody else took damage, did you?
I did not.
You did not? Okay. All right.
I mean, is there a way that
recovering willpower?
Let me see. That's what I'm looking at. During a stretch rest, you can also recover D6 willpower points. So go ahead and roll that.
Wow, 6.
Perfect. Okay.
Excellent. I got 1.
Okay.
Hey, it counts. It's good.
That's
Okay. Zinzana is. She's. I don't know how much further I can go on.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, Vasilov, you go with our new allies. I'll wait for you here. And he's kind of seems like, I don't want to leave you. So he's gonna make a willpower roll to see if he Yeah, he'll go with you. So if you'll take him. So he's like, all right, I'll carry on.
Mog will offer his torch to Zinzana, at least have some light and not be alone in the dark.
She's like, thank you. And she kind of glances up, like looking around, going, see if there's any more of them up there. So,
actually, that's a good point. Look up at the ceiling. Are there any more stairs?
Spot hidden.
I did it too.
You don't see anything.
Okay, good.
You see a lot of cobwebs and stuff, but you do not see any other creepy crawlies above you. Okay.
Thanks.
All right.
So she should be good unless something else comes in behind us.
Okay. Forward then.
Forward.
Yep. Up
Forward.
All right.
The stairway, is that the only way out of here?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
The stairway leads upwards into a hallway that's similar structure, and you do start to smell slightly more fresh air ahead of you. Continuing forward, you come to a rusty gate that, looking beyond it, you can see that you can now see outside. So apparently you went down and you've kind of gone across. So either you're in a valley beyond the mountain, you're not quite sure, but there is a courtyard in front of you, and it's kind of getting a little closer. It's a cemetery, and the valley has steep walls around it of the mountains.
Yeah, we were just in a chapel, that kind of, yeah.
That tracks. Well, this is good news, right? Because we're looking for a final resting place for this fella.
So what do you do?
Is the gate locked?
You'd have to try it.
Okay. Literally just gonna try it. Unless someone stops him.
It is not, but it is very rusty, so it's probably going to take some strength to push it open.
Okay. A little. Literally look at Alice and be like, help.
Might be good to have an escape route just in case.
Okay.
I rolled a 13 out of my 18, so.
Okay. Yeah, you push it open relatively easy. It creaks open like this has not been opened in decades, maybe a century. And stepping out, there's now clean, fresh air, much colder than where you were before. But you step outwards into this graveyard. Do you actually not do you? I'm going to ask if you want to. Make a spot hidden roll for me, please.
Nope.
And this
I got it.
Yeah, and this is no longer at Boone. That just lasted for combat.
I got a 2.
Got a 2? Okay.
I got a 7 out of my 10.
Okay. How about Mog?
Nope.
Okay. Those who succeeded, kind of looking past the graveyard, you see from one of the walls, you see some ropes dangling down, about 4 different ropes dangling down. And glancing up, you see way above you that these ropes were tied off onto something.
So since Alice helped me push open the gate, I assume you're still somewhat near, and he'll literally like tug on you and be like, "What do you suppose that's for?" And point at the rope.
I would assume that we might need to climb. However, before we do that, I would like to check the graveyard.
Okay.
And see if St. Elisidor is there.
Okay.
Just hoping.
Are you kind of just walking forward? You sneaking? What's your
just walking.
approach? Okay. You see across the graveyard, there are two men with shovels are digging into some of the graves. There are also two dwarves further back who are also digging into these graves. They do not appear to have noticed you. But it would seem that someone has arrived ahead of you and perhaps is doing the same thing, looking for something you are.
Huh.
Well,
Now-
I'm going to point them out to the other people, just so they know.
Now, further back at the very end of this graveyard, you see what looks like probably a mausoleum with a symbol on it.
Okay, well, as soon as she points out the other people, man, I'm split, y'all. He's dumb, but is he that dumb?
I mean, he's tiny. He might be able to sneak well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You might sneak around.
I mean,
the
honestly,
other
Mog
people.
is kind of tiny too, isn't
Yeah.
he?
Mog's pretty small, isn't he? How
Is
big
it-
a duck are we talking, bud?
Like a dwarf. I assume it's like a dwarf size because he's got like the beer belly and stuff.
Okay.
So,
I
like
feel
Howard the Duck.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I feel like Finch's sneaking might be tied to like a sense of reverence, being in a graveyard, like trying to be quiet, and then when you point out people, it's like, oh, boogie. So I like to be sneaking around a little bit, trying to be stealthy and
Okay.
whatnot. But he may not connect that the mausoleum might be a place to check. He's just looking at names on stones.
Yeah, the names, you see Sir something something, Sir something something, Sir not appearing in this film. Names of, Sir Reginald, Sir, Lady Allison. So different, what you're guessing is different members of the order.
Yeah.
Now the mausoleum, is that where the other people are digging up by?
No, they're in kind of random spots digging up.
Oh, okay.
But if you take a spot hidden at the mausoleum,
Oh, that's not my best skill. Nope.
now Finch is going to try to sneak. Are they heading towards the mausoleum? What's kind of their...
Their trajectory is kind of staying away from the folks who are digging up, but his intention is probably less like, oh, these are bad guys, and more like, oh, someone just died and they're burying them. I don't want to disrupt them. Like an idiot.
Okay.
So, I mean, after he kind of gets done with all the safe places to kind of check the stones, he'll probably head towards the mausoleum because that's the last place to check.
Okay. So I know what Finch is going to do. How about Alice?
Alice is going to stay back and kind of keep an eye on things.
Okay.
And if it looks like Finch needs help with any people attacking him, then she'll figure out something then.
Okay.
Crossbow or run in. Who knows?
How about Mog?
Mog will... I want to move closer to the mausoleum. I'm not good at sneaking, but is there any way I could just like walk like very slow and cautiously, trying to
That would be sneaking.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, my sneaking is not good. That's why it's like, I'm going to attract attention if
Yeah.
I go.
Oh, you know what? Mog will pull out his horn, and he'll be more like something's up. He'll just blow the horn like a warning sign.
Okay. All right. So he's just kind of on watch for Finch.
Yep.
Sorry, Finch, you're on your own.
Okay.
That's cool. I got this. Me and Persimmon got this.
Okay. I need a sneaking roll then from
For
Finch.
sure. 5. My sneaking is 12.
Nice.
Nice. You kind of moving from headstone to headstone. You manage to get past both groups, and you are close to the mausoleum. Give me a spot hidden roll, please.
Oh boy, see, this is where y'all get in trouble. Oh, actually, did that? Yes, I hit it 4, and my
Okay.
or my spot hidden is 4.
The mausoleum door is partially open, and there is a light, a faint light coming from within.
Okay. He'll try to stand up on his tippy toes to catch Alice's eyes and gesture wildly and accurately. Like, the door is open and there is light.
I'm just
Do
going to
the
look
same
at
thing
Mog
to
and be
Mog,
like,
like-
do you understand what she's doing?
She's happy. She's hidden. Yeah. Mug doesn't know. Actually, can we see?
He'll dig in his pouch and get a torch out and like wave the torch like
Mhm.
Does Finch need Tinder? What is Persimmon doing?
I can have him scout ahead, though I think it's just in his native environment, and this is not in his native environment.
Well, I was just curious if he was like still near you or if he was still sneaking.
Yeah, Persimmon's being a good douche. He's chilling. He's probably, by him, and he's just following along like, yep, sounds good. And you may...
What is Vasilov doing?
He would like to go creeping ahead as well. That's kind of his thing as well. So he can go creeping forward.
Yeah, I think after Finch realizes that they have no idea what he's talking about, he might like try and slide into the door and show them like, look, door's open. You can see me, you cannot see me. You can see me, you cannot see me. Come on!
Vasilov slipped very similar path, and then is like right outside the mausoleum door. Kind of got his knives ready, and he's looking over at Finch.
Yeah, Finch is very stupidly like trying to communicate this and not thinking to look into the mausoleum ahead. He's just like, see, you cannot see me, you can see me.
I think the door might be open. Let's go back, forth, disappear. Like the door.
Is that what Finch was trying to convey?
And
The
I'm the dumb
whole
one.
this I don't know. It's the happy hiding, but that I think is door.
Well, it looks as if 2 of our companions have made it.
Yeah, I'm not a sneaker though, so I don't know.
I am not a sneaker either. Neither one of us is a shoe. Well, we can just go crashing into people, or we can just walk and hope that they don't attack us.
Yeah. I'll try the sneak roll, but it's not.
I believe in you. No?
Would you like to re-roll it? Ed?
Oh yeah, you can push it.
You
Don't
can
don't
push it.
it.
No, because my skill's pretty low in it. So
Okay. All right. So you're just gonna stay where you are. So you've tried to sneak.
I tried to sneak. Yeah.
Okay. You probably knocked over a tripped or kind of hit your foot on a headstone. But you didn't like yell out or anything like that. But you kind of waddled over.
I memorized the name on that tombstone.
That bastard.
It's going in the story.
How about Alice?
At this point, we probably just need to walk it, so she's just gonna stride through.
Okay.
As if she belongs there.
Okay. The guys stop. The two humans, the two dwarves, and they just stop, and they're just kind of holding their shovels as they kind of watch you just kind of boldly just go striding over. The mausoleum door creeps open.
That's startling.
And Vaslov is just kind of waiting, like...
As it creeps open... Oh, man.
You know what? Alice is already in this, like, boldly going where no man has gone before. She's just gonna keep striding right on in.
Okay.
Probably puts a hand on, like, her sword, but that's about it.
When you step in, there is a crypt within, or more like a sarcophagus, really. That the first thing you see is that the lid has been slid over.
Great.
And standing next to the sarcophagus is a large man with kind of like an iron steel kind of helmet on, a visor. You can't see his eyes. You just see his mouth, and he has a massive warhammer across his back, and is wearing like leather armor.
Finch will follow Alice in.
Okay, it's a small room, so.
Okay.
Okay, but you're small, so.
I am.
Okay, how about Mog?
Mog will. Well, if it's a small room, he might heal more. Probably stay like right on the outside.
Okay. And Vasilov is gonna slide in and has his daggers out, and the man just kind of crosses his arms over, and he's like, "So who are you supposed to be?"
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm the one who's getting the Heart of Ardana.
Alice is gonna turn and look at all of her companions. Bode really shouldn't have told a million people about this.
This is kind of getting exhausting.
He was desperate.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Us too. So maybe is that it? Like did you get it? Is it there?
He just kind of chuckles, and he's like, "You can come over and take a look if you'd like."
I don't understand the joke. He just looks up at Alice like, why is he laughing? I don't get it. Okay. Start walking.
You walk over.
He will start walking forward. Yep,
His hammer. He pulls the hammer.
Alice will just
he'll stop.
Alice is going to like grab Finch,
Yeah.
pull
Good
Finch
plan.
back.
Yeah.
Good
He
plan.
grabbed it, and it's like in front of him.
Oh. Well, why'd you say come look if you didn't want me to come look? This is frustrating. So you don't want me to come look.
Do me this rather.
Yeah.
If you can make a bluff roll
Sure.
to try to, or performance, whatever you're better in, to
Okay.
Or, and this is also up to Mog, performance, if you can basically give him a reason why he shouldn't just attack and kill you guys.
That's very fair.
You can try.
Mog will tell a quick tale about how Bode is now like the grand villain and pitting all these teams against each other. We should all team up and then sell the heart to someone else and then like take off Bode's other leg.
Please give me a performance roll with
All
a
right.
boon.
That's beautiful.
Ooh, a 5. Okay.
Very nice. Very nice.
And how did Finch
do
do?
more in character. I
Finch-
want to go back and do it in character now.
Yeah.
Well,
Go for it.
You there, big hammer guy. Now, we're all here for one reason. And I'm starting to see Bode. Come on. He's the bad guy now, right? Look at this. We've already caught this wolf right here. He was not part of our group. You here, you're another team. Pit us all against each other. How about this? How about we all get the heart? It's supposedly worth a lot of money. We can split it. And then go back to Bode. Take off his other damn leg. Look what he's doing here. How's that sound?
How did Finch do?
Finch is just very confused and he's not trying to. He's just. Alice stopped him, so he's not moving any further, and he's just very like innocently like, "Whoa, I'm not trying to do anything here. We were innocently sent on this thing." And every time Mog is like, "Oh, he's the bad guy," he's like, "Yeah, see, we're just here for the same thing. Like, not here to bug you, not here to hurt you or try to hurt you." So I rolled
Okay,
the exact number of my bluff, which
That's
is not
fine.
a bluff, but
that's fine.
5.
He listens intently to Mog. I see him actually take off his helmet, and it's kind of a shaved head, blue eyes, probably late 30s, early 40s, and he's like, "That son of a bitch.
Exactly.
He sent multiple teams out after this damn thing."
That's what we were saying.
We're one team. This wolf here was part of another team. You're another team. Look at this. He's the grand villain in this story.
He puts his hammer away, steps back, and just kind of gives the lid a shove, and this is a massive stone lid, but he just kind of shoves it like it's nothing, and it just falls off to the side. And he's like, just kind of waves you forward. Anybody who's willing to come forward.
I mean, are you
I'll go.
gonna pull the hammer again?
Mog will walk forward now after
Oh,
that.
sure. Now it's okay. Finch will follow.
If you look in the sarcophagus, you see a skeletal corpse just in these like crumbling monk's robes, and you see it's clutching a big leather-bound book.
Huh. Is that it?
He's like, "Yeah, that's it. And I'll tell you what, it's probably worth a whole lot more than 12 gold."
Yeah, probably.
Tell you what,
it's right here.
well, my boys and I will split it 50-50 with you guys. Whatever we can get for it.
Are those your boys outside?
Yeah. So there's 5 of us.
Oh, that's not a good number.
I'm okay. I'm kind of tired of this whole team against team against team.
I will tell you, this guy is just about a monster. So
Yeah, that's fun.
if you didn't already know.
I got that impression.
Okay.
You portrayed that very well.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, so Bode sent us. He sent you as well. Are you trying to break the curse too? Because, I mean, the village kind of needs it. But it sounds like you were just going to sell it?
I don't give a shit about his curse. I just want to sell this thing.
Oh.
Unless you have some noble intentions.
Well, I mean, there's the curse, because that's pretty noble, right? I mean, I'm very confused about this whole thing.
I forgot about the curse.
That's why we did the book. Yeah, there's a whole village. Like, Mog, you tell him that part. There's a whole village, and he'll just keep the whole village there. That's, I guess, really cursed. It's kind of a shit sty. If you've talked to, you. Go ahead.
Well, that's then we can end the story. What I said before, we can still do. We can cure the curse of the village, and then we can rip Bode's leg off, and then go sell it.
I think that sounds like a lovely idea.
That is a win-win for all of us here, I think.
And he kind of just chuckles. He's like, "Do-gooders." He's like, all right.
Thanks.
I'm talking about ripping off a leg. How good do you think I am?
He castrated someone like 7 days ago. That's true. But he was a bad guy.
He's like, all right. We'll all travel back together then.
More friends, guys.
Give the village their peace, and then after that, I personally don't care what happens to it.
Okay. So, does anyone want to pick up the book?
I'm a little.
That's the $1 million question.
Yeah. You would actually. The only one who might be able to actually do it might be Vaslov or Alice, because the rest of you'd have to like climb up, and then have to go into the sarcophagus to get it. So,
do I see anything that would like potentially prevent me from picking up this book?
Spot hidden.
So he was just standing there.
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
Okay.
I rolled a 4 out of my 10.
Okay. Doesn't look like anything. You don't see anything that looks like a trap or a magical ward or anything. I mean, it just looks like a skeleton holding a book. So.
Then I guess I will, as respectfully as I can, I guess I will try to pick up the book.
Okay. Slip it out, his arms all back. It's heavy, but looking at it, I mean, on the front cover is like his symbol, and it would be something you'd recognize from outside the crypt. And if you tried to read it, you could see what's in it. But I don't think you have. Well, let's see. It's probably if you wanted to read it, or you don't have to.
I feel like Alice probably isn't much of a reader.
Okay. All right. So you've got the book.
Thanks,
And-
you're a real peach. I'll stand on the side of the thing. Like, okay, let's go.
Very well. He says, "My name is Cronan."
Cronin. Okay.
Yes.
I'm Mog.
Mog.
My little friend here is Finch. My big friend here is Alice.
And this is Persimmon.
Vaslov.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah. He kind of got aced out of the deal.
I was assuming that he was being counted as
I
part
did say
of our
everyone.
You did? Okay. Yeah, because he kind of had a look like, wait.
No, I did say
Okay.
pretty much everyone that was there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because what I was figuring was it was Cronan, his 4 dudes, so 5
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
and then the 5 of
5
us.
of you. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I was figuring.
That's what I was
too.
figuring too. Vaslov kind of gave a look like, wait a second. But all right, he puts away his knives. So.
We wouldn't forget you.
Okay. Now, we will not role play the entire journey back to Stonemar. really what you're going to be able to do is these bandits really came in from the mountain. They found another way in. They didn't go the same way you came in, but what they did is they kind of rappelled down the mountain. So their exit was.
Oh, that's why they had the ropes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they came in a different way. They knew a different way in that you guys didn't know. So their exit. So their exit is they're going to go back. They're going to scale back up the mountain and then travel back through the mountains. So it's probably going to take you a little longer going back, but for the most part, you guys are going to head back to Stonemore. And is there anything you want to do before you get back to Stonemore, though?
I think
Well,
the
we
whole way
should-
back, Mog is going to be like singing songs and hopefully trying to raise the moods of these. Well, I guess we don't know they're bandits, but raise the mood of the other party. Try and like.
We did go back and gather Zenzana.
You did,
Right?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess try to make it look like we're not enemy number one to them. Just.
They kind of keep their distance from you. Both groups are basically just watching each other. At night especially. Trying to keep the book kind of in a neutral place. Not we keep it tonight, you keep it tomorrow night, anything like that. It's it's somebody's constantly got an eye on the book. Nobody on their side makes a move on it to try to steal it. Now, when you come back to Stonemore, it is still a dreary place. What is your plan? Because really, Cronan had said he'd rather try to take this book and try to sell it somewhere else. So he doesn't really want to give the book back to anybody.
Wow.
They
Like
just
Mog's
But you have to give the book back to end the curse. So
Then we can take it back from them.
Well, I was going to say, don't they just need to read it? Don't the clerics just need to read it and say whatever
yes.
spell? So couldn't we just hold the book and be like, look, we're not giving this to you, but you can read it.
You can certainly try that. Yeah, when you come back, you're going to go to the temple that you had met Brother Bernard in. When you arrive, he's in the middle of prayers and looks up and sees the party walk in. Who walks in and who is carrying the book?
I believe I'm still carrying the book.
Okay. All right. So
I think she'll go in with you, but because they're old buddies, they're friends. So we're gonna go see our old friend, and it's gonna be fine.
the Brother Bernard, his eyes go wide. He's like, is that the Heart of Ardana?
I'm just gonna open it up and be like, I'm not really sure. Can you just read this for me?
And he reaches out his hands like, please, let me.
I'll just pick him up so he can look at it.
And he's like, but you've brought us the book. Please, let me take it over to the altar so I can begin reading it in depth.
Yeah, see, we have a little bit of a snafu with that. And I think you might see where we're coming from once we explain the story. Log! Story time!
What'll Mog say? Yeah, about that book there. We were hired to go get the book, which we did. We still gotta get paid for that. And we're here to help cure this curse, which, okay, we'll do that. What happens to the book after that?
It's a sacred relic. We must keep it here in the village. There's so much we can learn from it.
But where in the village does it stay?
Well, here in the temple.
Yeah, see, Bode told a lot of people, and I think some of those people who are like right outside might take issue with that because they're more coin motivated than we are. And if you want to deal with them, that's like on you. But I don't think they're gonna be very accepting of that answer.
He looks like he's about to go and like break down in tears. He's like, "We were desperate. We needed help from heroes to bring this book, and now you say we can't even keep the book?"
Think of it more like a library checkout period.
Could you please give me a persuasion roll?
Sure. Absolutely. I got a 1.
Wow.
Go ahead and mark it.
Mark
You have, on a 1, you have brought him around to your way of thinking.
That's so stupid.
Through tears, he's like, yes, we do not own such a thing. It is only right that it be shared with the world, that the teachings of Saint Elisidor, which the sacred writings of him that can do so much good. It can cast out demons and provide holy protection. But my little friend, you are right.
Well, how long does your
Brother Bernard.
ritual take?
He's like, I'd have to read it to know.
Brother Bernard, can you copy it?
Would take weeks. But yes, I suppose it could be done. Could you copy it?
Maybe we can persuade the others to let them have it for a few weeks so they can copy it.
That's the second part of your plan. But he really wants the book so he can take a look at it and perhaps break this curse.
Oh, of course, he can do that part.
Okay. All right. So he's like, may I? He's a scrawny
I'll
old
set
man.
it down I'll set it down where he can read it, but I'm gonna stand like right next to him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be like, Mog, Finch, go convince the others to let them copy this book for the next few weeks.
All right. Okay. This is where you're gonna lean on Mog, because I think he's better with persuasion and performance.
I think Abel's dead.
I'm so sorry. I feel so responsible for digging us into this thing.
All right. We will go back outside then, where Cronan and his boys wait. They're like, "Where's the book?"
Yeah, well, the priest, what was his name?
Bernard.
He's reading it right now to break this whole curse.
Alice is with them.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. And we told him. It's because the book as a whole, it's a big old sacred thing. Yada, yada, yada. Pray to them, pray to this. They're willing to copy it. They copy the text so you can have the book. But it doesn't happen overnight to copy a whole book, especially one that size. You can go ask him yourself.
There was only, and he kind of like cracks his neck a little bit, and he's like, "You better not be double crossing us, because I'll kill everyone and just take that book."
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't doubt it.
You
guys
probably
were-
could.
Yeah.
If you want to double check my story, go ask the priest.
Yeah, he was very enthusiastic after I explained to him that, y'all are very formidable and he doesn't want to screw anyone over. And also something about, like, the word of the guy, the book.
He just pushes Finch out of the way.
Yeah, and he literally just keeps talking as they walk past him.
Yeah.
Trying to explain it.
Yeah. Cronan comes stalking in, and Brother Bernard looks up like with his like terrified look on his face. He's like, oh, please do not hurt me.
I told you they were scary.
And he comes up to Alice. He's like, what's going on?
Look, he's reading the text now so that he can break the curse. But since this is a sacred relic, I thought maybe the best case scenario for everyone involved would be allowing him to copy it. And then we can take this text, the real text, and we can do with it as we will. But unfortunately, copying it might take several weeks.
He kind of leans forward and like points a finger at Alice. He's like, you are going to Bode and getting that 12 gold. And the 12 gold is ours. Whatever we get for selling the book, you still get half, but we're getting that 12 from Bode.
Okay.
Okay.
It seems pretty fair.
All right. So he kind of just gives a scowl to Brother Bernard and stomps out.
Freaking do-gooders.
Okay.
Well, Brother Bernard, I believe that means that you have a little bit of time.
Yeah, he has soiled himself. So probably needs a new robe.
That's your incentive.
Yeah.
Copy fast.
He's found the spell or the incantation to reverse the curse or remove it rather. He's like, may I do it now? It may take an hour or so to do.
I mean, if he does it now, the sooner the better, right? I mean, these people.
Yes.
This place kind of.
Is it just us in here, or is
Just you? Yeah.
Okay.
Cronin went outside.
Yeah. Mog's gonna talk low. Now to pull this off, we need to be smart. Let's talk to our wolf friends. We can take them on. I still want to rip Boat's leg off, but I don't
We
trust
can
these
do
guys
that
with
when
the
we get
book.
the gold from him.
Yeah, I don't trust these guys with the book.
I don't trust them with the book
But-
either.
I have a feeling he would have squashed us all in that sarcophagus at the time.
If it weren't for that amazing roll, so. and another roll for Brother Bernard. Yeah.
It was dumb. It was dumb.
But it worked.
Pretty much, Mog's gonna try and start like a Viva la Revolution.
So you don't trust the book with the clerics?
No,
No,
that
we don't
guy.
trust it with Cronin.
No, of course not.
Mog's actually not evil. He just talks a lot of shit. he does want to rip Boat's other leg off, though.
But you still can. So.
Mm-hmm. But he would rather. His angle is he does want the village to have the book.
Mhm.
Yes, it's sacred text, but yeah, cure the village. But we have a party of heavily armed bandits.
So, I mean, we should definitely do the ritual now as soon as possible because we don't know if they're going to actually keep their word and they could just come in here and slaughter everyone and take the book and then it's still cursed. That's a problem. So they should do that now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
They should do that now. And we
All
should
right.
go talk to Vode.
then Brother Bernard is going to start reading the book, and he is beginning the ritual. There is first couple minutes seems like really kind of nothing's happening, and then outside you notice the wind is starting to pick up, but it's kind of a cleaner air. It just seems like it's coming from, maybe it's coming down from the mountains. You don't know, but it's a clean, fresh air. Within an hour, it seems like the skies overhead the clouds have kind of moved on a little bit. Stepping outside, the village seems a little brighter than it did. People seem to be in a little bit. They don't seem to be looking suspiciously as much. At the end, Brother Bernard is exhausted, and he's like, "It is done. The evil has been cast out. Stonemore can once more be a place of honest people who keep their word and protect the weak and the downtrodden, and blah 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 blah." He just kind of continues. He's just kind of gushing, but yeah, the curse has been broken as far as you can tell.
Let's go test that theory. Let's see if Bode actually makes good on his.
Okay. If you go back to the Proud Fowl, he is in there. There are a lot of people now buying drinks, celebrating. They're like, "Can you feel it? You can feel it. It's over. It's gone. Hallelujah." Bode is just a happy guy sitting in his chair, and he's like, he sees you guys walking. He's like, "My friends, you've done it. You've done it. Thank you."
Told you.
Now, is the other party in there?
No.
Are the two wolfkin in there?
No. They've traveled with you, but you haven't. They kind of slipped away at some point. Maybe to get Zenzana some medical help.
Oh crap! I don't have too much time. Okay. Oh, should I do this right now?
Yes, you're welcome. We're amazing. You have a lot of friends. Let me tell you, and we met all of them.
Well,
Mog gets a cup of ale from the bar.
Squirrel ale, of course. So.
Yeah.
Of course.
Walks over to the table where Bode is, slams it down right in front of him, hard enough where it splashes all over him. What the hell did you do?
What do you mean?
How many teams did you hire?
I only made the formal offer to you, but there were several inquiries.
Yeah, we know.
How many inquiries?
I believe the Wolfkin pair I spoke to, and then he's like the large, scary guy, but I didn't think he seemed like the type who would probably kill you rather than give you what you're owed.
He's outside.
Well, and he's kind of fishing in his pockets and pulls out a sack and drops it on the table. You're 12 gold. Please, thank you. No.
About that. Give it to the other ones.
Up. But
whenever they come in here, give it to them.
The door opens. And Cronin and his boys walk in, and actually the two Wolfkin kind of stride in. And Bode is like, oh shit. Oh shit.
Mog will take the sack and then just toss it right to Cronin.
Grabs it. He's like, thank you.
Now tell us why, Bode, why we should not rip off your other leg.
Rip off my other leg? I gave you what I promised you. You've been paid.
Yes, but you've also sent other people. And these other people are not very nice. How do we know that you were hoping we'd all kill each other?
That was never my intention. How dare you, madam?
How dare you, her? How dare you? You know what? We had to run into these guys, and I mean, we're very lucky that they thought that I was utterly charming and that Mog was very sweet and that Alice was enchanting, because they would have otherwise just, I mean, look at them. How dare us? How dare you?
And he just seems kind of indignant now, and he's like, I've paid, the village has paid its debt to you.
Sort of. But I'm still very displeased with you.
Cronin is stalking forward. And he looks at Alice and he's like, give me this, at least.
Bode, you better come up with a good reason why I should not let him. Because this gentleman will not be very nice to you.
And Bode's like, I have paid my money. We are honorable people. If someone overheard something or had the wrong impression of something, I apologize deeply. But the village has paid its debt.
I'm gonna go step over to Cronin.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you got the gold. Once Brother Bernard has finished copying the text, we will sell that. Just leave this old fogey alone.
Give me a persuasion roll, please.
Ooh.
I believe in you.
Mog says,
I don't. You can have his leg, whatever. But I don't think that's what this dude's going for. You're not going to believe it, but I rolled a 1.
What is it with us?
He's like, you're right. He walks over, he spits on the table, and he says, we'll be here until that book is done. And he kind of just points his hammer at Bode, just so like the tip of it is like on his face. He's like, you came this close to death. And just kind of pulls it back, and they stomp out. And they say, we'll be at the inn across the street. So
be careful over there. Not all of their doors have locks anymore.
okay.
And tell them what's her name sent you, and you'll get a discount.
All right. So you have successfully completed the adventure.
How the fuck did we do that, guys?
There was an option that you would not have to fight Cronin, and you guys did it successfully. I kind of, when I kind of ran it solo, I had somebody roll a bluff roll and bluffed him. So I kind of kept that in there, like it's an option that you don't have to fight him. So
That's good, because I don't know if we could have done all 5 of them, y'all.
yeah.
No, probably not.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. I know, Plague, I know you got to go. So, but thank you for playing this. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And hopefully we can play it again sometime. So we'll see. Thanks for everybody watching. Appreciate you giving us a view. Please be sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you have not already. And anybody have anything they want to say or ask or mention before we kind of wrap up?
Oh, this was fun.
Okay.
It was fun.
Awesome.
This is delightful.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks again, and we'll wrap up and say goodnight, everyone. So, see ya.